What can you tell us about this trail, Chitra?
The 2-kilometer trail along the scenic Charleston Lake shoreline through some rugged park terrain. You will visit rocky shoreline, island, and windswept pines. And there will be loons.
Maybe.
Possibly a mink.
Cool.
Turkey vultures for sure. If you have a really good eye. Gray tree frogs. Map turtles.
Cool.
And osprey.
Cool. I know it's kind of hard to see that sign because of the sun. Let's go and see.
Go this way?
Yeah. And then it will keep going on the arrows and... Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, Booze. Let's
swimming.
go on a... Are we going to go on a hike? Huh? We're going to go on a hike?
Let's go swimming. Come on. Let's go.
She's so cautious. So as Chitra just explained, we are doing the Shoreline Trail at Charleston Lake. It's just before lunchtime. This is our second trail of the day. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. They are calling for showers, possible thunderstorm this afternoon, so we're trying to get onto the trails as quickly as possible so we can show you how absolutely amazing Charleston Lake is. They told you to bring your binoculars on this trail, so Chitra has her binoculars with her. Cardinal flower, and look at this gorgeous tree. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. It's huge. Charleston Lake is definitely a provincial park we would recommend. The sites are decent. They're not huge, but they're decent. The facilities are good. It is a small park, but it feels much bigger than it probably should. The trails are diverse, varying lengths, and varying ecosystems and landscapes to look at. There's lots of canoeing, and a few areas of the lake are motorboat free. So if you're I don't know if you can see this. Whoop! It was a caterpillar dropping from the trees above. The water's just down there. I mean, look at this. It's just so beautiful. And very few people on the trails. And the park is pretty full. Like most places, we find people are coming to the parks to go to beaches. And so the trails are, generally speaking, either completely empty or definitely not very busy. So here is a collection of boulders that were dragged here during the Ice Age. Look at the inside of this tree here. Cool, eh? Did you two find something, or are you just waiting?
I'm waiting. I just saw an osprey circling there.
Did you?
But the path was just this way.
Okay. I guess it was Bon Echo where we were seeing the osprey too, right?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful bird singing. This is just spectacular. Every single trail has been just beautiful and so different. And here's that thing I was talking about. Looking behind you. In the previous video I was talking about how linear trails are wonderful because they allow you to see a trail going forward and backwards. And that if you're going on a looped trail, it's good to stop sometimes and look behind you. Cicadas and some birds singing in the background. Lots of birds on this trail. I can see why they told you to bring your binoculars. So at the end of this trail there are actually campsites. Walking campsites. So these would be fairly easy campsites to get to if you want it to be kind of not in a campground. I think it's kind of like a small backcountry campground. And then around the Tallow Bay Trail, there are also a few campgrounds. So if you want to do that 10-kilometer hike, but you didn't want to do it in one day. See all the roots on the top of rocks. They can't get into the soil, so they have to grow on top of the rocks. It's very common in Canadian Shield boreal forest area. Here's a problem with videotaping is you're paying more attention to what you're doing than the trail markers, and this trail has 2 separate loops. I might want to pay a little bit closer attention. Not that I'm going to get lost, but I may end up getting turned around. Haven't gotten a lot of the cooking with fire videos done during this trip. It's been either too hot or too something, so maybe something we're going to have to do more in the fall and the spring. Hi, pretty ladies. It's a big jump down for a little girl like me. I don't think that step is to code. Again, we're keeping to the right. You can make it shorter by turning around at either of those 2 spots now. Nice breeze coming off the lake. So across the way is the boat launch area for motorboats. You see the dock area over there? We're slowly trying to teach Chloe that, you know, if we stop, that means she stops. And if we're doing something, she has to wait for us. It's a slow process. See, there's lots of pine trees here. You can tell by all the pine needles on the ground. And there's some old beaver activity.
Now we Pokey better go in. Ah, there she goes. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You can go. Go on. Go on. Yeah, you know you want to. Newfound swimmer. This is super interesting to me. The progression of how a dog teaches itself that it's okay to swim.
Not too much earlier, she wouldn't even go past her belly, and look at that.
Today is the first day she's really wanted to swim.
Now she's just like, I'm going to go for a swim. I'm going to go deeper than my belly. Oh, look at that. She's jumping. That's adorable. Oh, that must be so nice and cool. Huh? Good job. Good girl.
Wow. Our dog is a swimmer.
It's official.
Yeah. We thought it might have been a fluke this morning, but now we know.
She just decided, I'm just going to go in for a little dip. And I did. And now it's time to go on. Chitra has officially called this poop. See that? She's called that the 3-Tree Island. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's obvious. Now, we did mention in the last video of Quiddity Trail that Chloe just had a bath yesterday, and we wondered how long she was going to stay clean. Chitra said 2 hours, 2 more hours or so, and then she went right into a small little inlet, which is clean water, thankfully, and started swimming. So this is the second time she's decided to go in and have a little swim around. So we're very excited for her that she's decided that, yeah, I can actually swim and I don't need to come out when it gets up to my belly. It's a good way to keep her cool too. So look around, bring your binoculars and look for the osprey and other birds. What's she doing? But look at how happy she is.
Oh, she's filthy. It's okay. It's okay.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, remember, there must be a rabbit.
Is it a wabbit? Oh, we're at an Alvar. Look at this beautiful inlet. That's gorgeous.
It really is. She wanted to drag me away, and then she had a temper tantrum. And
No, not our Chloe. It's a perfect little spot to come and bring your... Oh, it's actually a picnic area.
Right, yeah.
This is actually a picnic area. I was going to say, oh, this would be great for picnicking. Yeah, it is a picnic area. One that you have to hike out to. I'm going to go around this way. Yep. Like, just wow, eh?
you get that boo.
I like it slippery. I would imagine that edge would be very slippery. Whoa, just stepped in water myself. It will. Oh, the water. The water came in through this little crack and she's like, what was that? Or maybe it's something else.
Crayfish?
I don't know. Something. Something's got her attention in there.
How are the mussels over there, buddy?
Chipper just basically said this park is a keeper and that we definitely come back here. I think I said that earlier. It's quite a distance though, like Algonquin Park is closer than this to us. Juan Echo is closer to us than this park. Oh, that's a slippery stick, honey. Slippery, slippery. Slippery. Oh my goodness.
Under. Yes, good girl. Our dog knows prepositions.
She does. She does actually know some prepositions. In, out, up, down, around, other side. Not really a preposition, but, huh?
Under.
Under. Not sure if she knows over, but...
Yes, she does.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning. The sky is still clear. We were really hoping they're going to be wrong about the 2 o'clock change in weather. There's that big step. That not to code step. Oh. You're a silly puppy.
Good girl.
You're a silly
Yes,
puppy.
Lily. I know you wanted to play catch with that puppy. But that puppy would have dragged us all. She
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Sometimes you just can't play. And it's frustrating, we know. We know how frustrating it is.
You okay now? She's thinking.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna run me down that hill.
Probably.
Are you ready? slow. Sweetheart, good girl. Good girl. That's a huge improvement on her de-escalation. Huge improvement. In previous videos, you'll see me running down the trail to calm her down.
And probably in future videos as well.
Oh yeah, doesn't just go away. That was so good. Pretty sure this is the way it leads. I just keep looking back at the signs.
Well, there was supposed to be another outside loop,
I didn't see it.
but I'm just following you, so if you didn't see it, I certainly didn't see it.
She didn't want to go down and under, she wanted to go up and over.
Oh, I see, okay.
It's actually down and under.
That's the problem. You guys are going to get me into trouble following you.
Don't poke your eye.
Watch your eyeballs.
You don't need a Red Ryder BB gun. What'd you eat?
Pine needles.
Oh, I think she got an acorn.
Oh. So we may have missed our second loop. Oh well. It was probably something spectacular too, then we're going to be a little disappointed. If we hike the trail again, we'll just go the opposite way so we make sure we don't miss it.
No.
It's the last airplane. It's the last straw for her, eh?
Oh, she did good.
She did great. Once she gets scared, her brain turns off and she just starts pulling back to a safe spot, whether it's the truck or the trailer or the house or underneath something. So we're finished the trail, the Shoreline Trail at Charleston Lake. It was absolutely gorgeous. Lots of rock formations, beautiful forests, lots of shade, shoreline access in several different places, a picnic area. The breeze was lovely coming off of the lake. It's just another fantastic trail at Charleston Lake. We recommend it. Take your dog. There's places for your dog to go swimming or to get a drink along the way. Charleston Lake, it's a fantastic park. We hope to come back. We wish you weren't so far away from us. I'm Tricia from Nature Lover Canada. Thank you for joining us on another hike during our 26-day camping trip to the eastern part of Ontario. Check out the playlist for the rest of the parks and the rest of the trails. We have more trails to hike, so be sure to check back for that. Thanks again for joining us, and until the next trail, see you out there.